Hey guys, welcome back to Nutrition for the Soul. I am Tia and I just wanted to give you guys an update. I am standing in front of really where you guys saw the last video end, in front of the gate. I did want to give you a little update out here. We got a riding lawnmower, so we've been able to, you can tell the difference. That's still really long. That's the drive, and it looks really unsodded. Doesn't look like there's a lot of grass right there, but it's actually really thick and full, so I don't know if maybe it's just the camera and the way that it's picking up the dead grass or what it is, but it is really beautiful grass out here. And I am going to flip you guys around just to kind of show you again just a little update of where we're at. This is all my property up. Obviously that house is not in around there, but my property does wrap around the back side of that house and then goes into the woods over here. So like I said, I do just want to give you guys an update where we're at. So this is kind of going to be a full little vlog of where we are. So I'm going to pan around here. You can see we got it all nice and cleared out up until these really tall thickets. Eventually, I haven't decided if I'm going to get some goats or if I'm just going to take a bush hog to it or what I'm going to do. But in the long run, that is all going to get cleared up. I do want to take this time and give you guys two little tidbits of info real quick. So make sure you guys stay to the end of this video because I do have a special guest that I want to introduce you guys to. But real quick, the driveway, it's getting so nice. I'm so excited. But anyways, the other little tidbit of info I wanted to give you guys is this. So I really just wanted to say thank you and give a shout out to a few people that have really helped me on this path. I would not be where I am today on this property if it weren't for these people. So I am so incredibly grateful for them. I am beyond blessed by their generosity and their encouragement and their help and their literal blood, sweat, and tears. Well, maybe not tears for them. I've had a few tears, but I'm just so blessed by them and just wanted to say thank you first and foremost to my parents. All of the names I'm going to leave disclosed because I have not gotten permission to give them their names out on YouTube or anything like that. So I do want to keep their privacy private, their lives private. So I do want to say thank you to my parents. They have been a huge, huge blessing. They've been out here with me since June 21st when I first moved, and they've been out here ever since. They've put so many hours, lots of jars of aloe in real time for sore muscles, but I'm super thankful for them and all that they have done for me and this property just to get it to where it is today. Both my parents have been an incredible blessing. The second is my sister. She came out for a couple days and really helped us out and just really got some stuff. We used her truck for a lot of things, so I'm super grateful for that. And my aunt and uncle, I'm very grateful for them as well. They spent about a month out here back in July, so I'm so grateful for them and all of their hard work and time and energy that they took out of their lives and their travel time to come not just spend with me and my property, but to get it to where it is livable, to clear and to get a driveway and to get permits and all of those fun things. I'm so incredibly blessed by them and so grateful for all of the support that they've shown me. Real quick before we move on to the other shout outs, we have a little bit more of the driveway cleared. So as you can see, this is a little brush, little roundabout right now. Eventually I will be turning that into some fruit trees and maybe like a butterfly garden or just a place where we can sit and have like a peaceful time. I don't know yet, that's kind of my thought process, but let's walk around this way. But another person that I just want to give a shout out to is a new friend here locally. He's been incredible. He has helped get some serious resources and the ball rolling on a lot of things and just helped me out on the property himself and just doing things that I don't have equipment to do. So I'm super grateful for him and his family, his wife. He is an incredible blessing that I am just, again, I'm so incredibly thankful and grateful for. So thank you guys. just all of your love and support. People that have been watching the videos and sharing them and just giving me insight has really been a motivator to keep going, that people are interested in this lifestyle that I am not only living but getting to share with you guys. And I hope that as the property grows and the time that we get to spend together grows, I hope that it just gets an even bigger community, because I think that this really is an amazing thing to be able to share. And I'm just, again, I'm so grateful for all of those people and you guys just following along with us. So, sneak peek here. I am waiting on the okay of the building permit, but we have a few loads of lumber that I was able to pick up while my sister was here with her truck. And oh my gosh, you guys, it's been so surreal to be able to have lumber that is going to be my home. It's so exciting and so crazy. I'll kind of pan you guys around over by where camp is at here in a minute. And you might have a spoiler, but I'm gonna try to avoid that. So we're gonna go around the RV real quick. But there is a total of 21 acres here in northern Alabama. And I have already started to garden a little piece of it. So excited. I'll show you guys my little babes. I've planted some green beans, some brassicas like kohlrabi, and some, oh goodness, the names are escaping me now, some lettuces, and just some different brassicas that are going to do well in heat but also thrive come the fall and winter months. So here are my little babes. You guys see them? Can't tell, sun's in my eyes. Oh, there they are. So I'm super excited. All of the little baby green bean bushes are coming up. So prayerfully I'll get a harvest this year of some green beans. That would be super exciting to be able to can this year. And then I also have some kohlrabi, beets, carrots, and rutabagas. Y'all, I've come to love rutabagas. Fun fact about me, I have loving boiling them up and doing like mashed potatoes, like a loaded mashed potato, but rutabagas, not potatoes. So I'm super loving that. But back here, you can see a little path we have to the woods. It is a decent amount of woods that I have on the property. And I kind of want to give you a little sneak peek of a gem we found on the property. I'm so thankful for this. It was one of those things that I wanted, but I was never really like, I had to have it. It wasn't a deal breaker, but it was kind of inspired by my mom. She always wanted a creek on her property. We didn't get that back in Indiana, but I'm so happy to be able to fulfill that dream of hers through my property today. I do want to give you guys some backstory on the property and just how it came about and how we got to Alabama, where we are now. As you can see, there's a lot of green. It's the middle of August, so everything is still super lush and beautiful. You might see me swatting. I don't really like to be attacked by spider webs. It's probably my least favorite thing about living in the land is spiders. I hate spiders, but that's okay because God's given us dominion over all of the creatures and I have rebuked them from my pathway. Amen. Sorry, I got really close there. But yeah, so we're gonna take a little stroll back here. One of the things that I really want to do on this property is I really want to put a gazebo or like a little sitting place. You can't really see it. The contrast is super bright. Hold on. There we go. But I want to put a little gazebo right there. I think that'd be super peaceful as like a prayer corner. So I can just come out here in the morning and have my coffee and watch the critters do their thing. So here is the stream. Let me flip you guys around. Here's the stream. She's not super deep, but I imagine when we get a ton of rain, she already has risen quite a bit. Some beautiful dragonflies. I don't know if you can see them down there fluttering. There they go. Beautiful. And then there's like a little mini waterfall. Sorry, I had a spider on me, freaked me out. a little mini waterfall back there, you guys. How precious is that? God is so good in his faithfulness of the little things, his little desires of our heart. Like I said, I wanted one, but it wasn't a deal breaker for me. So I'm so grateful that he knew what I needed and what I wanted, and I'm just so grateful for that. But it is absolutely beautiful back here, you guys. So I'm so grateful for that. Thankful for all of the little things in this life that God has blessed us with. So as we walk up to the sneak peek and go away. Sorry, got distracted. But I just kind of want to tell you guys the story of how I came about this place. So I've been looking for property for about 2.5, 3 years. I knew I wanted to move. I knew I wanted to get land of my own and property of my own and start building and homesteading and doing this life that I feel that God has called me to do. And so, excuse me, I started looking, like I said, about 2.5, 3 years ago, give or take. And last year I actually took 3 months off of work to travel the states with my parents and try to find land that I liked, the area that I liked, where I felt God leading me to, all of those things. And it was actually towards the end of our trip that my mom was like, well, what about Alabama? And y'all, when I say I shut that down so fast. I was like, absolutely not. I was like, Alabama has nothing for me. It's just flat and oceans and palm trees. It's basically Florida, but more north. I wanted nothing to do with it. I didn't even consider it. So a few months later, back in January of this year, I actually put a post out on a Facebook group. It was Homesteading for Beginners, I believe the name of the group is. And I was like, what are some states or places that is good for homesteading with these qualities and this, that, and the other? And I started getting some responses, but I really felt like God was calling me to say, hey, like, make a list. Make a list. What are your non-negotiable? What are the things that are most important? What are the things that are important, but they're not deal breakers? And what are the things that you don't really care about? Like, what are the things that are essentials? So I made this list. It wasn't very long, being honest. It was maybe 7 or 8 things. And the list consisted of, I wanted at least 20 acres. I would settle for 17, but I would have liked to have at least 20 or more within a good price range, because I felt that I wasn't going to be able to afford 20 acres plus a house. So I wanted it to be decently priced, that I could build my own cabin and just kind of start from scratch, do what I wanted to do on said property. I wanted it to be good pastures for grazing, rotational grazing. I wanted it to have at least 5 or more acres of woods. 7 was kind of like, I really wanted at least 7. I wanted things that it was good soil, like I said, good farming. It was in a small town, local people was like family, things like that, just that were super important to me. And there was a few more things, but that's what kind of comes to mind right now. And so I made this list, and then somebody had mentioned that Alabama was a great homesteading state. And I was like, okay, I don't really want Alabama, but okay. So I got to thinking about it, and I was like, okay, why not? Like, really, why not Alabama? And I was a little stubborn, I admit. I was a little bullheaded and thinking, like, I even went to places like Washington State and Oregon and just different things that seemed to have good areas for the things that I wanted to do. Come to find out, I was scrolling after work one night. I was getting super frustrated and discouraged, and I was like, fine. Like, I put in the search engine for sale by owner in Alabama, and a few scrolls later I saw a picture of the property that I'm standing on now, and I was like, that's home. That is absolutely home. I loved it. I saw, like, there were 7 pictures of it, but I knew that it was home. I saw the aerial and how it was set up, and I loved it. I absolutely fell in love with the setup of the property. So in February, just the week before, or the Tuesday before Valentine's Day, I actually set up a trip to come up here and visit the property and kind of talk to the people that were selling it and this, that, and the other. And here we are, August, and it's my property. God is so good in the way that he works. He's so faithful in the things that he does for us, in the ways that he calls us. Like all of the little things that I look back now on and see he set in motion, and I'm so incredibly grateful for who God is and how he works and his faithfulness. And I'm not going to sit here and lie and say it's been easy. There's been days where I've been discouraged. There's days that I've gotten just overwhelmed about all of the things that I need to do and that I have to do. And then I just kind of sit back, literally just sit down or walk around and look and think, this is mine. This is what God has entrusted to me. Like, I am the steward of this land. Like, I decide if I grow gardens or if I grow livestock, and I'm beyond blessed, and I am beyond thankful. And honestly, it's quite just not relieving, but I just kind of get this peace, this overwhelming sense of peace that comes over me. And it's like, that's right, it is. It's your responsibility and your job, and I've entrusted it to you, and I have faith in you. I'm just so grateful for a God that does believe in us and just trusts that we're gonna do and be who he's called us to be. I'm so grateful. So that is the setup. That is kind of the quick version of the property. This right here, I don't know if y'all can see the lines or not. This is the outline of my 24 by 24 cabin that I'm getting ready to set up. And without further ado, I don't know, I bring to you the special guest. This is Coco. Hi, Coco. He was sleeping. I woke him up, so he's a little unenergized. But he is 9 weeks old. Oh, big yawn. Where you going? You going to take a nap? Okay. You take a nap while I talk. He is 9 weeks old. He is a beagle, and he is the sweetest little puppy. He's giving me kisses right now. But he loves, loves, loves to be around us, to be around the family. He's getting better. He's crate trained. He's potty trained. He knows his name. He knows leave it. He is such a smart dog. He's such a good boy. We took him to a park the other day that has like waterfalls and stuff. He has got in the water. He wasn't too sure about the water. He's not sure how much he likes water yet. But he is a very good boy. Oh, all the kissies. But I am so grateful. Ever since I was a little girl, I've always wanted a beagle. And their little howls just get me, and his eyes are just the sweetest things. But he is my baby. So let me know in the comments below what you think of my newest family member. Grace and peace, guys. Until next time.